Hello and welcome to Bridging and Flying Up training, brought to you by the Girl Scouts of Western New York. By the end of this training, participants will be able to define bridging and flying up, explain the benefits of completing bridging requirements, find the bridging requirements for their girls' grade level, identify resources for working with girls to plan a bridging ceremony, and explain why planning a bridging ceremony should be girl-led. So what is bridging? Bridging is how Girl Scouts describe moving up from one level to the next. Girls may participate in a bridging ceremony to commemorate moving up, and girls may also complete requirements to earn a Bridge to the Next Level award. For example, bridging to Brownie Girl Scouts, bridging to Cadette Girl Scouts. This award is available for all levels, including ambassadors who complete the Bridging to Adult Girl Scouts award. Participating in a ceremony or earning the award are optional. Girls will move up to the next level based solely on their grade level. So a bridging ceremony or a bridging award are just optional, fun ways for girls to commemorate moving up, but are not requirements. So what's flying up? Flying up is a bridging ceremony for brownies only. At a fly-up ceremony, brownies receive their brownie wings, which you can see pictured, and their Girl Scout pin, which replaces their brownie pin. There are no requirements for receiving brownie wings. They simply mark that a girl was a brownie. So if bridging activities are optional, what are the benefits of doing them? The most important is that it's a great retention tool. The girls do these activities at the end of their Girl Scout year, which is usually at the end of the school year. Then they have the long summer before Scout starts up again in the fall. The summertime they might forget about how great Scouting is, or because they don't really know what's to come, they just know something is ending. They don't really know what's beginning. So this is an opportunity to build excitement for what's to come. The girls will have an opportunity to talk with girls at the next level and see all the fun things that they do. It's also an opportunity to develop leadership skills because some of the other bridging activities involves working with younger girls and teaching them about what they learned at their particular level. So for example, Brownie Girl Scouts might work with Daisy Girl Scouts and teach them about the journey they completed, or talk about some of the field trips they went on, or teach them one of their favorite songs. So it's a great way to develop leadership skills. It's part of a long Girl Scout tradition. Girls have been bridging for forever, and their leaders or their own mothers or grandmothers may have been a part of bridging ceremonies. And oftentimes, service units will have a tradition of having a bridging ceremony. So it's a great way to be part of a tradition. Bridging ceremonies in particular provide a great opportunity for leadership, creativity, and team building because the girls are working together to plan it, and it's also a great way to show parents how much they've grown. Bridging award requirements can be found in 3 places. First, within each level's Girls Guide to Girl Scouting at the end of the handbook section, you'll find the requirements. They can also be found on our website under General Reference Items in the Forms library, and also on the GSUSA website under Program Basics. So many places that you can find it. The general award requirements are that for each levels, the girls must complete 2 bridging steps, 1 activity at each step. So step 1, pass it on, is focused on taking what they've learned and teaching it to younger Girl Scouts or sharing it with girls who are not currently in Girl Scouts. And step 2, look ahead, is where they are focused on learning what's to come from girls or adults at the next level. For each step, the girls only need to do 1 activity. So you'll see as we go through the requirements, we'll give you a bunch of different suggestions, but you only need to do 1 of them for the girls to complete that step. The activities are merely that, suggestions. The girls should choose an activity that's meaningful for them. So they just need 1 activity where they're sharing what they've learned with younger girls or girls who are not in Girl Scouting, and one activity where they're getting an opportunity to see the level that they're moving up to. So now we're going to go through the particular requirements for each level. And we're going to start with the Bridge to Brownie Girl Scouts. So this is what daisies would be doing. And you'll see on the slide that there are two pictures of the patch. GSUSA is currently transitioning from one patch design to another. So depending on which shop you go to, you might get one or the other. The one with the rainbow, 5 rainbows going across, is the new design. So it's likely that you'll probably be seeing that design, but you might see some of the older designs. And of course, if you look at girls who are older who are wearing it on their patch, they might have the old design, but they're all the same bridge. So some of the suggested activity for Daisy Girl Scouts to complete for Pass It On would be teaching first year daisies the promise and the law, putting on a show about the flower friends that they learned about in their journeys, and teaching first year daisies a new game. Some suggested activities for step 2 would be to ask brownies to teach you their favorite song, or to have them show their journey awards and what they did to earn them. It's just an opportunity for the brownies to get the girls excited about what's to come the next year. For the Bridge to Junior Scouts, some of the suggested activities for step 1 are to teach younger girls a song or a craft that you enjoyed during brownies, or to create sister books with the daisies. So you might have a joint meeting where the brownies create books just using construction paper, and they could maybe write encouraging message in it about what's to come, maybe draw some pictures about some of the fun activities that the daisies are going to be doing when they move up to brownies. And looking ahead, they might talk with a junior who has earned her bronze award, because that's something unique to Junior Girl Scouting, or they might visit a junior meeting as a special guest. So it'd be great if you could maybe even look at having a sister troop that you could encourage the girls to work together in that way. A great way to find that out is to talk with other leaders at your service unit meeting. Bridging to Cadet Scouts, the girls could invite brownies to attend your meeting and share your troop's photo album, or ask non-Girl Scouts to join you at a fun activity that you might be doing, a fun field trip or something that you're doing at your troop meeting. That's a great way to encourage new girls to join. To look ahead, they might talk with a cadet who has earned her silver award, which is unique to that level, or ask a cadet to make a presentation at your meeting. Bridging to Senior Scouts, to pass it on, they might put together a small kit as a boarding pass to give to juniors as they move up to the cadet level. Or they might teach juniors their favorite Girl Scout tradition. And by now, many of the girls have been in scouting for quite a while once they made it to cadets. And they might have a lot of great ideas that they would like to teach the juniors. To look ahead, they might talk to Girl Scout seniors who have traveled internationally or to a national conference. It's very exciting as the girls move up through scouting to see all the opportunities that Girl Scouting affords them, and this is one way to do it. Or they could invite a senior who's already earned her Gold Award. The Gold Award is unique to Senior and Ambassador Girl Scouts, so again, this is a way to get the girls excited about something that's to come. Bridging to Ambassador Scouts, to pass it on, the girls might invite cadets to join an overnight trip or some other fun event. Again, that idea of the sister troop. If they've earned their Gold Award, they could put together a presentation to share with cadets. And to look ahead, they could connect with Girl Scout ambassadors through social media as long as they follow the activity checkpoint guidelines. Or invite ambassadors to a round table to learn more about what they do, kind of an informal hangout to get a chance to hear what's different and what's the same between Senior and Ambassador Girl Scouts. And finally, the Bridge to Girl Scout Adults. To pass it on, they could put together a slideshow of their favorite Girl Scout memories and present it at a service unit event where they could show it to girls. They could also do it at a service unit leaders meeting. They can help younger girls earn badges or complete a journey activity, again, partnering with a younger sister troop. And to look ahead, they could get together with a Girl Scout adult to learn more about volunteering or hold an appreciation breakfast or lunch for Girl Scout adults who have supported them. Remember, these are suggested activities, and you could certainly say to the girls, we need to do an activity where we get to teach another set of girls something that we've learned this year. How would you like to do that? And that would allow these activities to be girl led. Same thing with looking ahead. How would they like to be communicating with the next level up? What would they like to learn? And even daisies can tell you what they would like to learn and then have somebody come to visit and answer their questions. So once your girls have completed the activities, how you buy the awards are through any of our council shops. All patches are $2. The Brownie wings are 85 cents. And the Bridge to Girl Scout adult pin is $4.85. Like with all, especially end of year orders, we recommend calling your local shop a minimum of 2 weeks prior to your presentation date. We get a real run on bridging patches, brownie wings, membership stars, all of those things that troops give out at the end of the year. And you want to make sure that we have enough in stock. So if you give us a minimum of 2 weeks, we can make sure we have your order together. And you can find your local shop by following this link on our webpage. Bridging ceremonies generally have 3 parts. An opening, where guests are welcomed and the tone is set. This is where the girls might do a flag ceremony, recite the promise and law, or do a song, some way of identifying that the ceremony has begun. There'd be a main section where the ceremony is explained and the girls celebrate moving from one level to the next, and a closing where girls participate in friendship circles and they thank their guests. Girls should take an age-appropriate part in the planning. Juniors and up should plan the majority of the ceremony. This is where the Girl Scout leadership experience is really important. Ceremony should be girl-led. And that's why we have the picture of the birthday cake with the X through it, because you really always want to be thinking that a Girl Scout activity or ceremony or anything we do is different than a birthday party. A birthday party is an event where the adult does all the planning, and it's generally a surprise for the child and the other kids that are there. Unlike that, the girls should really be playing such an integral part in the planning. None of it should be a surprise, or there should be very little of it that's designed to be a surprise, because the girls should really be participating so fully in the planning. Now you might be thinking, but I have daisies, how can they plan a ceremony? Well, this is where you want it to be age appropriate. So daisies and brownies really do well with limited choices. So you might say to the daisies, we're going to sing a song. Which song should we sing? We're going to draw a picture to decorate the walls. Should we do crayons or markers? Should we draw a picture of our trip to the zoo or a picture of our trip to the aquarium? So those are ways that they can be participating in a guided way. By the time the girls are juniors, you could say to them, we need to do a ceremony that commemorates what we've learned as juniors. What are some things that we could do? And be collecting those ideas. You can help guide them maybe away from ideas that you don't think will work well, maybe are overly complicated, but have it be true brainstorming. Take every idea the girls are coming up with and then help guide them towards workable ideas. Once the girls hit cadets and up, they can do much of the implementation themselves. But you really want the girls to be an integral part of the planning. You don't want to plan it like a birthday party and then have the girls show up and just participate in what you've done. This is what makes Girl Scouting special, because the girls are having input into what they're doing. Does it mean it's not going to be perfect? Probably. It's not going to be as perfect as it would be if an adult planned it start to finish, but that's what makes it special, that the girls themselves had such an important role in the planning. You could really just go into any search engine and type in Girl Scout bridging and you'll get a million ideas. We've just captured just two here that I think are particularly helpful. First is the GSUSA website. They have some basics about ceremonies and some really good ideas for bridging. And then there's a great resource on Scoutlander where they have taken bridging ideas for all levels and put them all into one packet. So this is a great way to just get some general ideas. It's also great if you're looking to plan a multi-level or a service unit-wide ceremony. And Pinterest, Pinterest, Pinterest. If you have not been on there, you should, because there are entire sites devoted just to Girl Scout bridging ideas. We're going to look at a few of them right now. This is to just kind of get your mind going as to what's possible. Remember, the girls are just the limits of your imagination, so look to them to get some great suggestions. So if you're going to do a bridging, you have to have a bridge, right? So you can see some pictures here of creative people and what they've done. First, obviously, if you have an actual bridge, that would be great. And you could use that. That could be a park nearby, or if anyone has a bridge at their house or something like that, that's absolutely wonderful. But you can also see people got kind of created with a stage clearly at a school. They just put some posts and then hung streamers. You also see the bridge with the balloons, the pool noodles, and even handprints. Now for favors and fun, there's so many different ideas here. First, we've shown you a picture of a program. A program is really nice for the guests that are coming, especially you could include in it words to songs, the promise and the law, so they're not just watching, they're also participating. Then some little favors you could give out if you have brownies that are moving up to juniors. So you can see the box of junior mints, and they have attached their bridge to juniors as well as their brownie wings. The box of brownies, you see a lot of these on Pinterest and some other sites that have a variety of little poems, and they hand them to the girls as they're bridging to brownies. There's also the Scoutlander resource that you'll have the link for, has a cute activity in it for baking a batch of brownies where the daisies go into a large box, and then the leader says some magical words and then they're magically turned into brownies. So it's very cute. You'll also see the construction paper vest and the patches and badges on it. It's a nice way to hand them out to parents. It's also great because it shows them where it goes on the vest or sash. I would caution you that when you start researching, you'll see a lot of really cute ideas for giving away patches and badges. For example, a patch bouquet where it's just filled with all the patches they've earned all year, or a patch poster where it has all the patches and badges they've earned all year. And although they are very cute, you really want to resist the urge to hold on to all the patches and badges all year and not give them away until the end of the year. The girls should see what they're earning over the course of the year, and so should the parents. The parents shouldn't be wondering, what have they been doing all year? And then at the end of the year, they're given a big bag full of badges and patches, because the girls haven't really known exactly what they're doing all year. But also from a practical purpose, if it's the end of their brownie year and you're handing them a bag of badges and patches, there's really no point to putting them on the sash or the vest, because they're going to be starting a new level in the fall and they don't come with you. So they haven't had an opportunity to wear them either. So we suggest that you do at least a mid-year court of awards. Could be around the holiday times in December, for example, where you give out what the girls have earned thus far. And you could, again, use this construction paper vest or sash idea then. But it allows the girls and the parents to see what they've done thus far and not, again, receive kind of a bag at the end of the year. They might not, especially if the girls are younger, might not even understand the connection between what they did in October and the patch that's inside of the bag. So you really want to make those two things closer. Two cute ideas for kind of closing up that level: the Daisy Smock tote bag, which again you can easily find instructions online. That's just the smock with some extra fabric and a strap attached to it, and it turns out it's the perfect size for the Girl Scout Guide to Girl Scouting. So this troop leader had made them all and put a copy of the Brownie Girl's Guide to Girl Scouting in each bag. You can also see that they took a junior vest and made it into a pillow. And again, that was very simple. It was just sewing it onto a pillow. So that's, again, another cute way to commemorate closing up that level. Now, food. Almost everything is rainbow themed, again, because they're kind of bridging, and you can see the patches are all rainbow themed. So food could, of course, be rainbow themed. Everything from the fruit platter to the rainbow colored licorice with the Rolo pot of gold candies, the cake with the little rainbow going from brownies to juniors, and then the cupcakes. So again, if you are a person who is particularly crafty with food, or you enjoy doing things like this, you can find many ideas online. But remember, get the girls' idea. Ask them, if we wanted to have rainbow themed food, what are some things that we might do? Again, these ideas are beautiful, but they're clearly not girl-led. So if the girls said, oh, we really want some rainbow cupcakes, you might be able to come up with an idea like this, but you really want them driving it. And you can still have some surprises and some cute things that only you are doing, but on the whole, let the girls give you some input before you start implementing. Some additional ideas is that you might give out certificates. Official bridging certificates can be purchased from any shop. They're 12 for $9 or 75 cents each. I also like that there are several councils that have free certificates that you can download, and we've given you the link here for the Girl Scouts of Southwest Texas. Their site is really amazing because the certificates they offer in an Adobe PDF or in a Word document, so you can actually manipulate the Word document and add in anything that you like, personalize it, put in a picture of the girl, type in your troop number, anything like that. You can really make it special, and you can print them in color on cardstock, and they're very nice. So it's a different way of handling the certificates. You don't have to have certificates, but they're always nice to commemorate that special event. We hope that you've learned that participating in bridging activities allows girls to reflect on what they've learned and get excited about what's to come. That bridging activities, whether an award, a ceremony, or both, increases girl retention. That bridging ceremonies can be a fun way for girls to commemorate moving up. And that girls gain the maximum leadership benefits if they play a primary, age-appropriate role in the planning. Thank you for joining us. If you have any questions, you can always email us at programs@gswny.org.